everyone! In this video we are learning to use baseline joins to connect to small letters. We're also going to concentrate on our slope, which we've talked about before. So we're thinking about the way our letters lean across the page. Making sure that they're leaning to the right. And you can use your slope card underneath your page to help with that. And we're thinking about the way our letters are formed. So if you're not sure, or if last week you had lots of letters that you needed to practice, go back and work on those, making sure that, for example, your letter E's are starting at the centre, your S's are starting at the top. Something else I'd like you to think about is where you're up to with your handwriting. So if generally you find it hard to keep your handwriting neat, then you don't need to worry about baseline joins. Just complete the next exercises as best you can using very neat printed writing. That means you'll leave off all of the joins and just write neat letters. So when we are talking about baseline joins, we're talking about joins that link one letter to another on the baseline. And I'm going to highlight the baseline here without trying to go over my word. So where H joins to E, E to L, L to L, and L to O are all our baseline joins. When we're talking about small letters, you might have heard them referred to as body letters. We're talking about letters like E, O, W, things that aren't tall, like a D, or that have a tail, like a G. So now I've really increased my pen size so that you can have a look at the way one letter is joining to the other. Let's say I was going to write the word in. I want the exit hook from the I, so that part there, to go diagonally upwards to the start of the next letter. So here is my letter I, diagonally upwards into my N, finishing off with the dot. I'm still thinking about my slope as I'm going diagonally upwards to link my exit flick from my I straight into my N. So let's get started by preparing our page. You can put your heading at the top. And don't forget to add today's date. We're going to start with the word am, starting midway between your lines so your letters aren't too big. Moving around, up and down for your A, exit flick diagonally upwards. Keep going into your letter M. Try that word 4 times. You can do an exit flick at the end of the M too. The next pair of letters to try are A, R. So in the same way, around, up and down into your letter R. You can add a little kick at the end of that R if you like. If you're not sure though, just keep it rounded. Next, we're going to try a CE combination. Nice and simple because that rounded C goes directly into our E. And then move on for a CR combination. Remembering to use your slope card so that that R is leaning to the right. I'd like you to keep practicing this way for the following letter combinations. For E, R, I, N M E D I L E L U T R and T W. You can pause the video now and practice each of those combinations 4 times. Now, if you've started the video again, you should have 48 letter pairs written on your page. What I want you to do is choose a different colour, and like we've done before, have a look through for the ones that you think are the best and give them a tick. Where your writing looks quite fluent, where your slope is good. And if there's some that you're not as happy with, perhaps put a question mark on top. So we know that that's something you still need to work on. Once you've done that, have a go at a couple of individual words. Let's start with stars. You'll notice that the S finishes pointing in this direction. So we're not going to join that to any of our other letters. Start with the T, into your A, R and S, cross it to finish. Other words you might try are asteroid, orbit and universe. If you're not sure what those words mean, you can look them up at the end. And don't forget to give a tick to the ones you're impressed with, or a question mark if you weren't. So the passage I'd like you to try now is a definition of astronomy. Astronomy is the study of celestial objects, such as stars, planets, comets, and galaxies, and phenomena that occur outside the Earth's atmosphere. When you're having your turn at this, pay attention to some of the punctuation we've used, such as commas, brackets, don't forget your full stop, and perhaps like me, don't forget to come back and cross all your T's. Pause the video now and have a go yourself. Now that you're done, go through and do a bit of self-assessment. Give yourself a tick anywhere that you think you've done particularly nice writing, or a question mark if there's something that you need to improve. And if you still have some time left in the session, you might go back and look for some words that perhaps you're not sure of the meanings of that might come up in our next unit. So celestial phenomena might be 2 examples that you could look into to make sure you have a good understanding of what you are writing. And that's it. Thanks everyone for your time handwriting today.